Hello everybody, Turbo 200 4R time again. Except what we're going over today is going to help with just about any sort of project you have on any sort of transmission. It doesn't matter what it is. And even with some other sorts of hydraulic devices you might be working on at home or on the farm or something like that. But and we hope this is going to help you out. This is involving what's called air pressure checks of hydraulic systems to make sure that seals have been installed properly, the passages leading to these seals and to these piston chambers are actually working fine. What we're going to be using to check it is this homemade device I used. It's just an old air conditioning tank. It can hold about 300 pounds per square inch, but has about 130 pounds per square inch of air in it, and transmissions will work with a lot more pressure than that generally. So let's get started. I'll show you exactly what I mean. To check which air passages are inside the transmission, or specifically hydraulic passages, you have the schematics in the books that show you where all these passages are. You really can't see the writing over here. It's too small for the camera to pick up. But nonetheless, it just gives you an idea of what passages to look for. We're specifically interested in these over here. Now, if you come over to the transmission, this is what we're talking about. Now, the book will tell us that this one over here, these two in the middle, and these two to go to various clutching devices inside the transmission. And this one is for that low reverse clutch that we've been talking about so much in the past. So we'll just get the air pressure turned on over here. What we're going to look for is we're going to listen for sounds, and we're going to watch and see if these clutch plates over here are going to move when we apply some air. Might be a little bit of a splash, but yeah, that piston assembly is moving this clutch plate assembly over here. If you watch, you'll see it. That moves, so we know that's in pretty good shape. This one over here is for a reverse clutch assembly. That's working just fine too. Now, to get to these other holes, we sometimes have to make homemade equipment, homemade devices. In this case, it's just a simple piece of brake line, a piece of vacuum tubing, and some masking tape. We can check the action of this piston over here too. Works just fine. A little bit messy with all the hydraulic oil, but it gets the job done. That was for the forward clutch. I just heard it engage. This one will be a lot easier because it's just right in the front, and this is for your overdrive clutch. You can see it moving over here. I'm not sure if the action of the camera caught that, but this saves you from a heck of a lot of grief, because inside the transmissions you have these tiny little seals. O-rings, Teflon seals, scarf cut seals like this. Small seals, big seals. If any one of these is pinched or rolled over during the assembly process, or when you're putting all these components together, that can certainly cause you a lot of heartache, because once you get these things in, they run for a little bit. You have all this hydraulic oil all over the place, and then you got to take them all out and do the whole job over again. So hopefully this just gives you a little bit more insights of what's involved with these repairs of these automatic transmissions. Well, there always is a little bit of messiness involved, but if you could try to keep it down to a minimum, especially if you're trying to do these things at home, well, that's great. Anyway, hope this helps out. Thanks. Have a great day.